The Low Country welcomes the new Coastal Player Development League, Coastal PDL, to its shores for a more meaningful soccer experience for all players aged between the ages of 8 and 12 years. This new structure supports long-term player development by allowing each player to participate in a game for a guaranteed time period of uninterrupted play. The new format also offers learning opportunities to players, parents, coaches and referees, and brings together both learning and competitive environments in a more family-friendly structure. Check out the format of 3 periods, where periods 1 and 2 focus on learning, giving players a chance to experiment with the skills they learn in practice, before moving on to session 3, where applying tactics in a more competitive environment takes centre stage. So here's how it works for the young players here in the Low Country going forward with the Coastal PDL League. All 7v7 matches will be played over 3 periods. Period 1, a group of players will be selected. 7 players will start the game and they will play the whole first period unless an injury occurs, where they will then be substituted. The second period of the 7v7 game will see all players who did not participate in period 1 start and play the full period in period 2. Any player that started in period 1 who has to play in period 2 can be substituted throughout period 2 by any other player who played in period 1. The idea of getting every player to play a minimum of 1 period is to get them to really feel and experience the flow of the game of soccer. Anyone who's played the game will understand that young children need to participate in longer periods so they come to terms with the complexities of the modern game. The final period of the 7v7 game, period 3, will be played over 30 minutes, where the players will play in a regular game of soccer where the score will be recorded for assessment purposes. The total length of a 7v7 game will now be 70 minutes. This format of having 3 periods, where 2 periods are played, where score is kept but not recorded, gives coaches an opportunity to play players and experiment with formations and strategies in order to get ready for period 3, where the competitive game will start. The 9v9 game that's going to be introduced in the Coastal PDL will continue the same format as the 7v7 in the fact that there will be 3 periods played. Period 1 of the 9v9 game will be 25 minutes long, and again, every player that starts the game will only be removed if there's an injury occurs. Period 2 of the 9v9 game will see all those players that didn't start in period 1 enter the field and play for the full 25-minute period of the second period. Any player who did not start in period 1 in the 9v9 game will play the whole of the second period unless there is an injury. Any player that participated in period 1 can be substituted in and out, but only for another player that played in period 1. Therefore, every single player in period 1 and 2 will get a chance to play a full 25-minute period without being withdrawn from the game. The third period of this 9v9 format will see 2 teams go against each other for 40 minutes non-stop, where full FIFA rules will apply. The total length of a 9v9 game will now be 90 minutes. Scores will be kept in all 3 periods of the 9v9 game, but scores will be recorded in period 3 for assessment purposes. The new format of the Coastal PDL will give children an opportunity to play extended minutes without having to hang around waiting for a second game in the afternoon, aiding and supporting family development and not having the weekend take up your whole soccer experience. The new format of 3 periods per game will give coaches more of an opportunity to insert knowledge, particularly in periods 1 and 2.